glad you could join us from Reser Stadium in Corvallis, Oregon. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Texas Tech Red Raiders and the Oregon State Beavers. Reese Davis along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. Will kick off first, and here we go. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So Oregon State's offense will have the football first. And we get a look at Malik Murphy. He had a tough game in that loss last time out. 3 times he threw picks and only 1 touchdown pass. Looking downfield, it's Murphy. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Running inside, it's Hatcher. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well. This is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to change this route. To the air on first down. Buying some time. Trying to escape and get it himself. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smart. And sometimes the quarterback grabs the football so quick and tries to get out of his hand, rushes it a little bit on these quick throws. Sometimes they don't even grab the laces, and you can tell he just grabbed it, threw it a little bit too quick, and missed behind the wide receiver.
Back to pass, it's Murphy. Finds his big tight end. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Gets the back moving. Back to pass. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. And the Beavers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Run in the red zone. It's Newberry. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to throw it into the end zone on third down? Stop! Nothing! Denied right in his tracks, and it's fourth down for this defense. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon State!
And I love the aggressiveness early. Love that they went for it on fourth down. They punch it in. They get the 7. And here's the thing, Palmer. I love the aggressiveness. When you start to get those goal-to-goal situations, the defense now, even if they get a stop, they got to go the whole length of a field against my squad. Love people that go for touchdowns instead of field goals down here.
Well, I think the offensive line also helps the head coach make that call, knowing that he can trust these guys to get it done. These guys are battle-tested. A lot of these players have been in big games and played in big moments. So here you are early in this situation. Let's roll the dice. Let's capitalize on this and trust those big fellas to get it done.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Dickey. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to throw. It's Hammond. Under fire. Outside the pocket. Lets it go. A strike downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
There's a crease. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
The run inside. It's Dickey. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And, man, I don't know that there's a better 1-2 punch in all of college football when it comes to complementing each other than these two backs. Dickey can run downhill, stay square, be powerful. Williams can you can play touch football in an elevator and lose to that guy. So dynamic, good out of the backfield. Palmer, this offense, I know they got a new QB, but to me it starts on the ground.
It does, and I think that's the part that really makes this offense so unique and dynamic, is it really is an air raid principle type offense, but they're still running at about 50% of the time, and you just mentioned the...
Makes the catch, and he's free. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Looking for the tie with the extra point. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Coming out with it, it's Butler. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Looking downfield, it's Murphy. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's McMillan. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
But getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw it last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on second down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult third down.
And the deflection by the defense. Great play on third down brings us to fourth. The Beavers send out the punt unit. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Running inside. It's Dickey. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Scanning the field. It's Hammond. Fires to the big fella. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. 3rd and 8. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Dickey. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
On the ground, it's Dickey. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And the Red Raiders will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Send the tight end in motion. The play action fake. Trying to get rid of it.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Into the end zone for 6. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Man, that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Oregon State offense to get this drive started. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Pulls and fires complete. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Now the play fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's Nolan. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He might want another play. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Oh, they're after him! And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep...
And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. The Beavers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and not his best work. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Nice move to keep running. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. The run inside. It's Dickey. There's some room. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Makes the grab in their space. He rumbles and rolls all the way to the 4-yard line before he steps out of bounds. The Red Raiders trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The offense knocking on the door. 1st and goal. going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the Oregon State sideline, guys, I have got my eyes on the running back. He told me he is pretty banged up from that loss last week. He's got a lower body injury, something he will absolutely have to fight through. The athletic trainers have done the best they can to get him ready to go today, but this is a developing story. I will keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, we'll see how they react. Pressure coming. It's complete to the right. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for a man, it's Murphy. Oh, he makes the play, it's intercepted. Bringing it back. Inside the 10. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Timeout is called, and that will be the second charge to Oregon State. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control.
Has it, and he will score. Touchdown, Red Raiders. His third touchdown of this game and his third on the season. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Nolan. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one. The Beavers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air, and now back to the line. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. They get to him as he throws. Intercepted. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Red Raiders. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And they did tack on the extra point. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Oregon State sideline, one of the storylines that I am keeping track of right now is how is the running back performing? Coming off that loss last week, he really got banged up. And guys, I think it could impact his ball security, how he's cutting and moving on the field. I've got my eyes all over this, and I will keep you posted how this game progresses. Guys?
We'll see what kind of impact that has, Holly. And the Beavers want to move quickly.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
Back to throw, it's Murphy. Looking to the big tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. And down he goes. A defense bringing the heat. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. But, guys, they're not sending the punt team out there. They're going to go for it. This is a huge risk, and, man, if it backfires, they're in trouble. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Here's the pressure. And they got it. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And that is no good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Beavers will line up to kick off and start the second half. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. To the air, it's Hammond. That's caught, it's Eakin. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to...
There he goes. Smashes through the tackle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Snaps it in the shotgun. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to run, it's Dickey. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
It's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A third down stop. Now to see what they do on fourth down. Good, right down the boulevard. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And the returner goes down. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. fires it in. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Murphy. Pulls it in, it's McMillan. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Beavers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Going to try to get it himself. Slides to the ground after picking up the first great play on 2nd and short. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. He's looking to pass. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Hampton. Knocked down immediately, but they couldn't stop him from getting the big gainer to the 30. First down here for the offense. Running inside. It's McMillan. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Finds his man. It's McMillan. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Bringing the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Got his man on the right. Turning it on. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Beavers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll run it in the red zone. It's McMillan. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now on 2nd and goal. Leaves it with the back. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker. They've already converted 1 4th down on this drive, but this should have... And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Beaver. Lining up to add another. Right down the middle. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
One of the things I hated as a quarterback was the blitzes from the inside linebackers, because those guys end up in your hip pocket quickly. It's really hard to step into throws when you've got inside linebackers bringing the heat.
Working that left side now. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Dickey. Gain of right at 7 yards. 2nd and 3 coming. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to him on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line?
Could be an alley. Never gives anyone a clean shot at him. He's down to the 34. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Snowed under by the defense. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Here comes the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Makes the catch, it's Nolan. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The run inside, it's McMillan. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Always great to build momentum with an early season victory. Let's take a look at what's in store coming up next week. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Hampton. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. Finds a crease at the 20. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. The Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The Beavers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Wants to throw again. Trying to find the end zone. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. 2nd and goal for this offense. To the air, it's Murphy. Fires to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when you're in...
Touchdown, Oregon State! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to...
Might have a chance. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul, facing defense.
Face mask penalty cost the D 15 yards and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. In the red area, it's Dickey. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Motion from the back. Running inside. It's Dickey. Nowhere to go, and he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 in there, basically right back where they started. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Here's a heat, and down he goes.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
He splits the uprights, and they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Here comes the Beaver offense ready to go. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for it. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Back to pass, it's Murphy. Unloads it left. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Touchdown, Red Raiders! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown 1.
And it's his 4th interception of the game. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Red Raiders! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the 4th quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's McMillan. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. They'll run play action. Starting to feel a little pressure. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And the Beavers with the 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Nolan. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw again. The short hands. It's McMillan. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. The Beavers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time he's got his man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They decline the penalty for pass interference, and they'll stand on the results of the play. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Off play action on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Good timing on the quick out. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football.
Caught, and he's got room. He's forced out of bounds just short of the goal line, a mere yard away from Pater. The Beavers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. The handoff as they run the counter play here. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Timeout is called, and that will be the 2nd charge to Oregon State. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back losses.
Back-to-back L's. It's not the end of the world, though. I still think